That leads us, of course, to the age of the earth. Many people have in their Bibles in the center column what they call Ussher's dates. Archbishop James Ussher and Dr. John Lightfoot, both in the 17th century, went through a careful study of the genealogies and concluded that the creation occurred in October of 1404 BC. Now, many scholars smile at their naivete to think that the world is only 6,000 years old. They put that in the Bible as a guide because it gives you ability to relatively date certain events together. But I'll tell you what's interesting is more recent scholars, William Henry Green and Warfield, both in the 19th century, Falstich in 79, and Walter T. Brown, very respected researcher in 1995, have gone through and rechecked those, and they have some minor discrepancies, but not much, with Ussher's dates. And you will find Bible scholars that to this day don't depart far from the Ussher's dates that are so quaintly included in your Bibles. In fact, in 6 days, these scientists, 50 of them, have gone on record believing that the 6-day perception of Genesis 1 is the valid perception, scientifically. And they have scientific reasons for believing that. So the age of the earth is an enigma here. We're going to talk more about that rather provocatively in the next session. But one of the things you and I are going to need to do as we go into this is to shed the baggage of our misconceptions. All of us bring preconceptions to any topic. But 20th century science has vindicated the biblical perspectives of reality that the Bible portrays. And we're going to try to show you that as we go through the 6 days. We know today that the universe is finite, not infinite. That's a shocking discovery to science, and yet widely understood that way today. We've discovered the nature of time, thanks to Dr. Einstein and all the implications deriving from that. We're going to talk about hyperspaces in a broader sense as we go. But there is only one way you can be certain to avoid truth. Edmund Spencer summarized, there is a principle which is a bar against all information, which is proof against all argument, which cannot fail to keep man in everlasting ignorance. That principle is condemnation before investigation. So what I want you to do as you come to these studies, try to set aside the presuppositions we've all been conditioned with from our schooling and from the culture at large, because we're going to discover who the ruler of this world really is as we begin to examine the kind of stuff that you and I have been programmed in, even though we may come from a technology background.